Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Psychic Soul Healer channel. My name is Laura, and I'm going to do a general reading for Leo this evening. So those of you that are new to the channel, anything that you want to know about what goes on in the channel, such as my giveaways and links to subscriptions and all that fun stuff, you can find in the description box down below. Now, remember, energy is fluid, so know that this could be a situation that has just transpired, is about to transpire, or will transpire in the future. Interpret the message as it best resonates for you, just as the same as you may feel as if a message that I say resonates more to the person that you're connected to, someone that you're thinking about, or someone that is, again, just thinking of you, again, connecting to you, which means you're not really connected to them. I've had that happen to me several times. It's when a person is thinking a lot about you, and then there's a lot of emotional energy that's attached to their thoughts. So again, you will pick up that person as if you're that person if you were to go get a reading. Like that reader would pick you up as if you were that person, is what I'm meaning to say. So, and what I have found is that the message always goes to the person that needs to hear it. That's how it works. It's, again, spiritual energy. Like goes to like. So that's why we always say that if you wind up landing on a video and you resonate with it, it's not uncommon because, again, energy goes to energy. It's all subconscious. We're not in charge of who can resonate with our readings. We don't know who is going to, but it's, again, spirit says we're not in charge of that. We're just in charge of giving the message, and that the person that's meant to hear it is going to be led here somehow. Maybe stumble across the video somehow. Okay, first part out is diplomacy. I'm gonna take it since it jumped out. Diplomacy is always, I always feel like is someone that's trying to be really diplomatic, and that's very not taking sides, like very doing the right thing. Is not, it's, again, not going to get emotionally involved. Is going to kind of look at the situation more from a mental perspective and not an emotional standpoint. Be diplomatic about it. I'm going to take the high road about it, like the situation is what I get off that, and determination. Those are both high character cards, I would say. Like, again, when we're talking shadow, we're not talking high, someone that has good morals and good character. We're talking about somebody that, again, usually there's shadow aspects of self, and they're darker. And it doesn't mean that they're shady. It might mean they're just coming from fear. Again, there's only two energies, love and fear. So it could be jealousy, or, again, but rooted in fear, angry, feelings of victimization, betrayal. Those are the lower energies. This is, again, not that. These are actually high. But then called vanity. Again, maybe someone appears, again, Leo, maybe you're connected to someone that likes to put on fronts, is what I'm getting. That they want to appear as if they have high moral, but they really don't. They show one side to people, and then you see another side to them, because they care about what other people think. Very narcissistic kind of trait too, because narcissists care a lot about what other people think. Again, naturalness. And then I'm feeling like, again, naturalness is someone that just is simple, someone that takes things, and this person is not that. So I think your person is connected to you, Leo, because they feel that you're very pure. Again, kind of a little bit like a narcissistic energy here. And when I say that, it's again, we all can have parts of ourselves that are narcissistic too. But it's again, when I'm talking about it, it's almost like the person is wounded, and they're wounded because they care so much about what other people think. And they're attracted to you because you are the exact opposite of who they are, what makes their mind think. I feel like you're someone that's very intuitive, very sensitive, very soft. And this person is very logical, very linear, very, again, diplomatic, could be a very good business person, very determined to make like their whatever their goals and dreams and whatever they want. They're very determined to get whatever it is that they were trying to manifest. And they usually do this type of energy. It's Promethean fire, but there's an intense connection, like intense emotional connection. Promethean fire is passion, passion for life. So you may be saying, I'm feeling for a lot of you guys, you're saying, oh, narcissistic. Like I don't can't be with another narcissist, and I wind up always attracting them. Understand, we get the same spiritual lesson over and over and over and over again. Says what you resist persists. Spirit descending is always the answer to heal. What the heck does that mean? You may be asking. Well, we all have a spirit part of ourselves. That's the God part of ourselves. And the spirit descends when we are feeding our passions, when we're interactive in life, when we're losing ourselves in life, when we're creating ourselves, when we're in our imagination and fantasizing about where we want to go, what we want to do, who we want to become, and then actually feeding it, being grounded, being in the moment, being in the now, being interactive in life. Our spirit descends. Because again, this feels very much like soulmate twin flame relationship. Again, that is narcissistic. That's like one person's narcissistic. One person tends to be empathetic and sensitive, and maybe hasn't developed who they are enough on a financial, on a physical world level, which is why they have attracted someone that is, again, like very business, like what I said, someone that is very determined to make whatever it is that they're thinking about and putting their energy into like making it work in the long term and investing in something, whether that's creating something. But this person is also very business oriented, very left brain, very logical, very linear. Again, and it's very diplomatic. But when we're talking about someone that we're interested in, it's like we don't really want them to be diplomatic. We want them to be real. We want them to be natural, where you're natural, Leo. I feel like you're natural, this person's not. And the reason why is because that person cares a lot about what other people think about them, what other people view about them, where I don't feel like you do. And this is what your person admires about you. And you admire how this person has created a very lucrative life for themselves. Not that you want to take what they did, you wish that you could have that same manifestation. There's a sense that you don't believe that you can do that, create that for yourself. So this automatically tells me it's almost set up to be a codependent relationship, because what did I say? It said in the beginning of this video that a codependent relationship is always built that like one person is more, maybe I didn't say it in this video, but I do remember saying it, that a lot of times that we're with someone, opposites attract, right? So opposites attract because the opposite is we don't believe that we can have what they have or as good as they have it. We see something in that person that we admire. We admire, and we also don't believe that we can have on our own, but we desire it, we want it. And so what happens is the energy usually is not balanced here. It's again because here one person's really real and one person really isn't. One person's kind of holding back. One person goes after things like through, again, force, again, which is more, again, of the physical realm, where I feel like you, the naturalist, goes after things from the spirit, again, like through the heart, is intuitive, isn't logical. So they're the opposite. So already, what is the energy? Well, we're seeing like an imbalance between two soulmates, two souls that definitely were supposed to meet to learn. It's again because that's why you get a soulmate. So we can also identify this relationship almost as a karmic mate, because if we don't learn, someone's going to get hurt. If someone doesn't learn, they're going to get hurt. If someone invests more, then and the other person isn't, and I got to tell you something, if someone's diplomatic, I'm not saying that they're not invested, but they're holding back, where you are not someone that holds back, Leo. So you have to be careful, because it's again, it's the person is not conscious that they're saying, well, I'm setting the relationship up like this. But how we start a relationship today is not how we want a relationship to look 3 years down the line. A relationship has to grow, it has to evolve, and if one person's giving a lot of energy and the other person isn't, even on an emotional level, even in the fact of how much you're sharing and opening up and giving, because that's how much energy and emotion you're giving to it, then, and this person is conservative and holding back because, they don't want to seem, as if they're not macho, or they don't, that they care too much. Again, whether you're a man or woman, understand people that have a hard time showing their emotions if they grew up in an environment that didn't make them feel safe. And this is why a lot of times we see the same type of scenarios play out. So this is the overall energy that I'm seeing right now, that there's a soulmate twin flames relationship, and that really it's a little imbalance. And the answer is again the genius. The genius is that spirit part of self. It's with unconditional love. We get a person like this that's so opposite. We have an intense connection, usually attraction as well. There's a person feels like home. And why it's so comfortable is because it's a divine union. You were supposed to meet that person. You're supposed to stick around. It's supposed to be difficult to break free from, because you have to learn. But once you learn, the karmic like connection a lot of times is broken. So understand that. So I wanted to look at and see actually what was going on in your situation really fast. What's happening? Oh, cards are wrong way. Okay, let's just look. Okay, towers. So look, things look like they came apart. Things look like they came crumbling down. Separation. And so whatever has happened, I feel like your relationship cannot go back to the same way that it was, because when I see the tower, that's what that means. It means positive changes, believe it or not, because whatever broke and, collapsed and fell apart in that type of way wasn't built on very strong ground. Again, and the page of pentacles upside down, I'm going to pull that as, so even if it's right side up, the page is still a page. And so this person, I feel like, wants to come to you and offer you something, but they're small and they don't really know how to offer you, because again, everything kind of collapsed. So they're feeling, again, this person's insecure. That again, we know that they're insecure because they're vain. They care a lot about what people think. They hold back their emotions. They're not comfortable. And so this relationship fell apart mainly because of it. So now this person knows that they have to come in, but they're again still a page. Page is not a king, not an empress, not an emperor. However you want to take it, gender, it doesn't matter. There's no gender in tarot or oracle cards or any of it. But understand, here we have like this person coming in and they kind of put you through a lot of aggravation. It looks like, I'm just saying, not trying to have judgment, but we have to take this into consideration. The energy was this before. You can't expect the person to be someone different. Okay, 8 of Cups. Moving on. And I feel like you and your person were in a relationship or started a relationship, or it ended up not really going anywhere. As soon as it started, it ended. That's what I'm feeling. The person left. They came with a very small offer. Again, the collapse, they came with a very small offer. And it wasn't really an honest offer either, because the page was upside down. So I feel like they didn't know whether or not you liked them. They didn't know how they really felt about you. They didn't know, but there was an instantaneous connection. I feel like there was a kiss. There was something small, and this person had a deep connection, but they were forced to move on. They were forced to move on. They did not want to move on, because the 8 of Cups is all about moving on, but this person didn't really want to move on. It's again determination, and because I feel like there was unfinished business, or a person that was a karmic that was still in their environment, that is really determined to stay in their life. I have to tell you, like they are very now it does, I'm not looking at gender, but someone that's just very controlling, someone again that's very very strong armed. And so, which is why I feel like your person moved on. They weren't 100% finished with that person. And so they know that it was a mistake. And so they're, again, the self-awareness is the Chariot, but the Chariot also is moving forward. Is again, it's upright. So I feel like your person is not happy. They're leaving and they're coming back. It's again, and the reason why is because, again, the 10 of Swords, but thank God when the 10 of Swords is upright, it means that they're coming out of it, which is exactly what I felt. I felt like your person, as soon as things started with you, they ended. And I feel like intuitively you must have known, or you already, maybe this person has the same type of patterns of breadcrumbing and not really giving enough, and you shut it down as soon as it started because they weren't really, they were a page, again, not giving a lot. Someone that's, plays games a little bit too, like you don't really know where you stand with them. And so you moving, like, as soon as you got together, it ended, and mainly because of this third party. And they were kind of strong-armed back into the situation. It's like, I don't really know why. I don't know whether or not, but what it is saying is that the person is miserable, was miserable, again, was forced, which makes me feel like there was some weird unfinished business, whether or not it was a marriage, whether it was a living together situation where people are dividing things, whether or not someone has children. There was some sort of outside force that pulled this person back in, and they didn't share this with you. And so now they're coming back in, but they're coming in because, again, their entire life just fell apart. It's like, I feel like the person lured them back in pretty much to set them up, pretty much, because there was no love on the table. The only cups on the table is when the person's walking away from you, Leo. But ironically, this person didn't give. And so again, the choice, and this is exactly what I felt like this person, your person feels like they made the wrong choice. And that's why they're coming back. And it was a very bad outcome. I feel like whatever they did to you, Leo, they got back 10 times, tenfold from this person. It's again, yeah, it was not balanced. There was no peace. There was no harmony. There was none of that, which I just said, and that's exactly what I felt. So, what does your person really want to say to you, Leo? Because I want to know. And is your person going to come back? Let's just ask that one question: is your person going to come back? Is your person going to come back? Nine of swords, worries. It's again it's upside down. So it's again the person's coming out of it, but I feel like for a while they were in a pity party. I feel as if they didn't really know what to do, but they have a lot of anxiety about what has happened. That's what over. I'm not going to take it. A lot up in their head, but no movement is what I'm feeling. And no, because they're too busy with drama that's happening in their life right now. They are coming towards you. Again, they are making a plan, but it's not materialized yet because they're wrapped up in this craziness, and which is making them really stressed out because they realize they made the wrong choice because that person lured them back in. And so they're kind of getting their karma. What does your person want to say to you, Leo? They made a mess. I'm not even gonna ask like this person. It's like I have 1,000 questions I would love to ask them. This person going every which way. But I'm just gonna shuffle them and see what comes out. Okay, I am sending you signs that I want you back. I'll take that just because it flew out. No rhyme, no reason. I'm just gonna shuffle, shuffle, shuffle and see. One-sided relationship. I feel like again, that's how this relationship started. Your person feels bad about that. Again, with this, like again, holding back energy, with this very conservative energy of caring about what, not wanting to seem too emotional. Take that one, it kind of flew it. I left when I saw you with someone. So your person might have or thought that they saw you with someone. So you might have left this person too. And I don't really feel like they really ever left. I think that they threw a temper tantrum. I miss you. And that's really what I feel. I feel like, and maybe some of you guys did wind up because this person has been gone and things have fallen apart, Leo, that maybe you guys did wind up going with someone for a little while and they did detach from you. But what this is saying is that they really can't stay away, which tells me that this really is a soulmate twin flame relationship because this person, it would be easier for them to stay where they are. It would be much easier but I feel like that the universe has put you in their life and it took them so off guard. Remember, they never expected it. It was like a one little thing, maybe a kiss, maybe like a meeting, whatever it was that awoken this person and realized that they're not happy in their relationship. But I feel like your person had things falling apart in their life prior, like the person's relationship was falling apart, which was a whole reason why they were kind of stepping out and flirting around, but they never had any intention for this to go anywhere. And now I feel like it's turned their life kind of upside down because they really do miss you and they do get jealous because it's like, again, I don't feel like the relationship was established. I feel like you did date people, so part of the back and forth was them assuming you were with someone else as well because of their insecurity. And understand when a person has to make a choice between you and someone else, a lot of times they perceive that you're living the same life as they are, that if they're dating someone else, then you must be. It's like that if they're not faithful, then you're not going to be faithful. It's again, that's how a person that cheats thinks. That's how a person that's insecure thinks. They project. And so you might have not even been seen with someone. That person might have just assumed that they did, and was a one-sided relationship because the person was always reactionary. This again because they didn't want to show emotions, but they would show them by being passive aggressive and not giving enough. So I feel like your person is dealing with karma. They want to come back, but they don't know when they're going to come back. Can I get an answer really fast for when? Now, I'm not promising anything because spirit may not give us the time, but I want to see, to leave it off like, well, they want to come back, they just don't know when. It's like, can we do a little bit better, spirit, than that? Helpful people. So I feel like people are gonna come by and like assist this person to maybe speed up the process, especially if there's legal issues involved. No is upside down. So I'm not feeling that this person is there's that we're even gonna get an answer, because that's what that's pretty much saying is like, no. But I'm hearing divine timing. And so maybe Leo, you're just not supposed to know. You're just supposed to have faith and know that if this is, you know, that this is your twin flame, you know that this is a divine person, the way that this person knows, that you just have to stay in that faith, stay in that light, and know that they're doing everything that they can to get out of this situation. I'm just surprised that they didn't share enough with you. Being so diplomatic, you don't know where their mind is at. And that's the issue here. And that, my friend, is what another big reason of where is that card that I'm looking for? Why? Like from beginning to end, why this happened to this person and why they're in this energy right now. They're coming out of it, but they're in this because they got wrapped up with the wrong person. They chose the wrong person, and in the choosing the wrong, going forward with the wrong person, they have a lot, they were tricked. The person is like, it's strong holding them. The person is not a strong person. So understand, they will become strong, and you are the catalyst, Leo, for them to come strong, because they're coming back and their focus is on, I'm coming back to you. And even if, let's just say you'd be like, well, I'm not going to take you. You may even be like, I may not want to take you. When by the time that you come back, I'm not really feeling that. I'm feeling like you will. Again, Two of Wands, it's again not telling us. It's again mid-phase. It's like mid-phase, meaning it can go either way. You have a path. It doesn't get any clearer than that. There's a Two of Wands. I'm not telling you which way. It's again, you can choose either way. And right now you're at a stalemate. You can't make a decision. That's what that says. So spirit is not telling you, and that's because it's divine time. But understand, your person is in the karmic lesson, and part of it is also to stand up to this energy, that this person shouldn't have been able to be bullied and tricked back into a situation. And because of that, now they're paying for the karma. Now, if you resonated with this, Leo, leave me a like, comment, be interactive with me. I love it when you do. And definitely, if you haven't, subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to be doing live streams, and I love when everyone's interactive in the live streams. This way you can get the most out of your healing. That's really what this is all about. How to heal the effects of trauma so you can actually transform your life. All right, guys, until next time, be true to you. Bye-bye.